We are recording.
Well, good morning, everyone. Sorry, my video is slightly dark here. I will try to adjust that as we get started. Thank you very much for joining the Finance and Housing Committee meeting. Today is February 15th, 2023. I'm Teresa Mosqueda and the time is 9:30 a.m. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilmember Herbold. Councilmember Peterson.
Here.
Councilmember Nelson.
Present.
Councilmember Lewis.
Present.
Chair Mosqueda.
Present.
4 present.
Thank you very much, everyone. And we will make sure to let folks know when the vice chair has joined us. And that would be Councilmember Herbold. Thanks again for joining. Today we have a presentation that will include an update on the capital improvement project's quarterly monitoring watch list for discussion and possible vote. We will also have open public comment to make sure that we hear from anybody who's interested in calling in to present on this topic. A relatively short agenda for today. Want to make sure that if anybody has any concerns or objections, you let me know. Otherwise, that is the item on our agenda, Resolution 32083. And there are 2 amendments listed in addition to the summary and fiscal note on our posted agenda. If there's no objection to today's agenda, our agenda will be adopted. Hearing no objection, our agenda is adopted. Apologies to the folks who have come for public comment. Usually I am present in the room to hear your public comment directly as the chair of the committee. Today I am working remotely as we have a sick kiddo at the house. So working here, and I will absolutely still be taking notes on your public comment. I see that we have 2 people registered to provide public comment. So we are going to go ahead and turn it over to public comment right now to hear from folks in the room. I understand that we do not have anybody signed up for public comment remotely, but you can still sign up for a public comment if you'd like to by going to the link on the agenda as published and signing up for remote public testimony. We'll come back to that link before we conclude public comment to see if there's anybody signed up. For public comment today, we will have 2 minutes for full public comment. Please start by noting your name at the beginning, and then you will hear a chime when you have 10 seconds left. That's your indication to wrap up your public comment, as we want to make sure to hear from you, your final concluding comments. If you have additional remarks that you'd like to say, please go ahead and email the full council at council@seattle.gov. As you come to the microphone, please make sure to speak directly into the microphone so we can all hear you remotely. Thank you so much. Madam Clerk, do you mind reading the first speakers that are signed up to present to us in chambers?
First speaker is Marguerite Richard.
Hello, once again, this is Marguerite Richard, and I guess my concern is first of all, I did see myself in the audience sitting there, but I don't see myself now. And I'm still concerned about that. And if it sounds like I'm a broken record, I'm gonna continuously repeat myself. Now, the second thing is the seawall as it relates to financing it and anything that has to do with skipping over people that need help, meaning housing. I didn't read everything, but I did see something about building a seawall. And I'm concerned about the repetition of us having to see a committee that's over financed. And I think housing did it say housing on the front? Well, anyway, you know, because you're over it. What I'm saying is that there should always be space open to talk about anything concerning your committee. Not what you have on the agenda, it's what pertains to your committee, because people are dying, whether we build a seawall a wall or knock it down. People are dying. They're in distress mode. They're in critical mode. And so it's important for us to go with the flow so that it seems like we're connected to each other whenever you have something on the agenda. And I'm still going to keep talking about it because you go other places, you get 3 minutes uninterrupted speech, uninterrupted, because that's their constitutional right to address government without fear of retaliation. And it's a scourge and a disgrace to me to see it happening in this city where I was born and raised.
Thank you, Mr. Rashad. Madam Clerk, can you please read the second name?
Our second speaker is Ajane Smith.
Welcome.
It's actually Ajane Smith. And I'm here to talk about, I guess, your guys' agenda. I'm going to keep it around that. It's looking like Finance and Housing Committee, but I'm not seeing on this watch list that you guys are actually watching the, I guess, SHA and HUD facilities, which I feel like are in jeopardy because of how you guys, I guess, go about protocols, or you don't, I guess, monitor them. Like you're saying, you want a watch list, but I feel like you guys should be watching the complexes that you guys already have. You guys have people partaking in drugs outside of your SHA facilities and your HUD facilities. You have them overdosing, smoking dope, smoking in the non-smoking facilities. And I don't see any of that on your watch list. And I feel like that should be something that you should be watching, because it also, you're housing people of the homeless, which is your next, I think, agenda at 2 o'clock. So that might be something that you guys need to be thinking about, is actually putting your time into these facilities that you guys are opening up to the public that are homeless and that are low income, because it doesn't look like you're putting them in a priority standpoint, or you're not really looking at them, or you're not really giving them what they need, because they're still turning to the drugs and they're still homeless and they don't want the housing that you need. So I'm saying there is a problem because you guys are not watching your facilities that you guys have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Are there any additional folks signed up for public comment right now?
No, there are not.
Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody, for providing public comment, and happy to circle back to some of those remarks in our presentation. I really appreciate the feedback, and I don't see anybody signed up for remote public testimony either. So we are going to go ahead and conclude public comment for today. Again, if you have any additional comments, please email council@seattle.gov. I want to thank Vice Chair Herbold of our committee, who is present and joined us before public comment. But just for the record, Vice Chair Herbold has joined us early in the presentation. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the first item on our agenda. Madam Clerk, could you please read item 1 into the record?
Agenda item 1, resolution 32083, 2023 capital improvement projects quarterly monitoring watch list. For discussion and a vote.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Clerk. Colleagues, we do have a few items to talk about here. This is agenda item number 1, resolution 32083. And thank you for the early conversation that we had with members of the committee. We also extended an invitation to everybody on Seattle City Council to join us if they would like for this Finance and Housing Committee meeting as we are continuing our conversation about the watch list. This is a watch list of large, complex, discrete capital projects that will require enhanced quarterly monitoring reports and importantly, that are inclusive of city funding. So some of the projects that we just heard about in public testimony, very important remarks, and we'll follow up on those related to federal dollars. But this is specific to city funding. So today we do have the opportunity to come back to that capital projects watch list and consider any amendments from colleagues. We've heard from the mayor's office that they find this to be a manageable list, which we appreciate, but also wanted to encourage council colleagues to review one more time to see if there's anything else that they would like to add to this capital projects watch list. Special thanks to Eden, who is here with us today from central staff for all of the work that he has done to put together amendments and work with each of our council colleagues as they raise questions or ideas for possible consideration for amendments. And as I mentioned, given that we have one amendment from a non-committee member, I have offered to sponsor that amendment and any of our council colleagues were welcome to join us. I don't believe we have any additional council colleagues joining us, but I will be reading into the record an amendment that I find that I am going to support as well, and wanted to make sure that Councilmember Strauss had the opportunity to bring this forward without having to be here with us. I want to note that the capital projects watch list does not preclude committees from having deeper conversations about the totality of those projects. So while we consider this in the finance committee, it is actually our practice to encourage other committees to go deeper if there's specific projects that fall within their purview of their committees to ensure that there's greater oversight, especially for projects on that watch list that you colleagues and our full city council members are very interested in. So we anticipate that there may be additional conversations about some of these items in additional committees as well. With that, just pausing to see if there's any questions. Okay, great. I'm going to turn it over to Council Central staff to walk us through the amendments. There are two of them on the agenda, as I noted at the beginning. And Eden, welcome back. If you want to remind us where we are in the review of this process. And I'm happy to tee up an amendment from Councilmember Strauss as amendment number 1, and Councilmember Herbold has amendment number 2. So we'll get to those in just a second. Thanks, Eden, for being here.
Great. Thank you, Chair Mosqueda. Thanks for that introduction. Good morning, everybody. Eden Sisich again, for the record, with Council Central staff. So as a brief reminder, Council established expectations for enhanced quarterly reporting for a watch list of capital improvement projects in 2018. The process calls for the executive to propose a list of projects for inclusion on the annual watch list by January 15th of every year, and the council typically adopts the watch list via resolution. Some elements that make a good candidate project for the watch list include projects with a significantly large and complex scope and financial impact, projects that are at risk of overspending their budget or schedule milestones, or projects whose delivery is particularly important to the council. So as Chairman Mosqueda mentioned at the committee's February 1st meeting, I walked through the list of projects that the executive has proposed for inclusion on the 2023 list, which is the same as the 2022 list, except for 3 SDOT projects were removed because those were all completed. So now the resolution 32083, which wasn't introduced in time for the committee discussion, but is before you today, does include the 18 projects executive proposed at this time. And there are 2 proposed amendments to the executive proposed list. And Chair Mosqueda, if we're ready, I can go over both of those amendments now, and I can put them up on the screen if that makes it easier.
Sure, that sounds good. Before we do, I just want to ask the clerk if we could welcome the crew that's in chambers. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Seattle City Council chambers. Do we know who the crew is that is getting a tour of our council chambers right now?
We have the Spruce Street School visitors with us in chambers today.
Well, welcome Spruce Street School. Good to see you. We can see you all at the back of the room. Hello, hello. And happy to take a screen grab here. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. And maybe our second clerk, Freddy de Cuevas, can help us with that. Okay, everybody say Spruce Street. Spruce Street. Awesome. Okay, good to see you all. Thanks for joining, and hopefully we will see you sitting in these chambers one day soon also. Wow, so many of you. Hello. Thanks for coming to visit Seattle City Council and to see your local government in action. Great to see you. Okay, excellent. Eden, thanks for providing that overview and presentation, especially for our special guests here from Spruce Street. We did have a question, I believe, but from Councilmember Nelson before we move on. Councilmember Nelson, would you like to add anything?
No, I simply wanted to ask who is in chambers and welcome them. So thank you.
Thank you. Excellent. Okay, wonderful. Well, thanks again, Spruce Street. All right. Well, we have all of our committee members here with us who have heard the overview. Our council colleagues have received the email that Eden sent 2 weeks ago when we did the initial overview of the capital projects watch list. We do have 2 amendments in front of us. So Eden, why don't you go ahead? We'll have you do the presentation, then the sponsor will move the motion. We'll have a chance for a conversation, then we can vote on those.
Okay.
So amendment number 1, please.
All right, let me put that up on the screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. Control S as I was just thought. And can you guys see that? Well, okay. The amendment that's on the screen.
We can see it. You might want to zoom in about halfway. Yeah, that's definitely better.
Awesome. Okay, so amendment number 1 is added by Councilmember Strauss and courtesy sponsored by Chair Mosqueda to add the Green Lake Community Center and Evans Pool substantial alteration project to the watch list. This is a $60 million project that will extend the life of the Green Lake Community Center and Evans Pool facility and update it to meet the current programmatic needs, building code compliance, and standards.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. And I will go, I said the wrong name again. I'm sorry. Eden. I will go ahead and move this to get this in front of us. I move the committee recommends passage of resolution 32083. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. It has been moved and seconded that the committee recommend passage of the resolution. The resolution is now in front of us. I also move to amend resolution 32083 as presented on amendment number 1, as described by Eden. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. It has been moved and seconded that amendment number 1 be considered. Colleagues, again, this is an amendment that was drafted by our colleague, Councilmember Strauss. He was not able to join us today, but I'm very excited that he was following close attention to our Finance and Housing Committee and wanted to engage in this work. His amendment includes the following remarks. Earlier this year, we funded a long-awaited project to rebuild or expand the Green Lake Community Center and Evans Pool. By way of background, the Green Lake Park is the most heavily used park in Seattle, and the community center is nearly 100 years old. This project was originally planned as part of round 1 in the Metropolitan Park District funding. Green Lake residents prioritized other community center rebuilds during the Metropolitan Park District round 1 funding, putting off the rebuilding of this community center until round 2 of the Metropolitan Parks District's MPD. Green Lake Community Center did receive funding for renovations during round 1 of MPD funding. These renovations have been made and are already failing or not meeting the needs of the community center. There has been much public discussion about the expansion or rebuild of the Green Lake Community Center. And in the Seattle Times earlier this week, a Parks employee was quoted saying these funds will be used to renovate existing buildings. Renovations have been made and are already failing. This is why Councilmember Strauss passed an amendment clearly stating that these MPD funds are to be used to expand or rebuild the Green Lake Community Center, not just renovate existing buildings. Rebuilding the 100-year-old community center in the most heavily used park in our city has been long awaited. And it is important to stay updated on the progress, especially in light of the statements made in the Seattle Times article this week. Those are Council Member Strauss's comments. Again, he's the sponsor of this amendment and I will be supporting it. Are there any additional comments or questions on this? Okay, well, we will pass along it that he was persuasive in his explanation about why to add it. Let's go ahead and act on amendment number 1 before moving to amendment number 2. Amendment number 1 said, Madam Clerk, I don't see any additional comments on this. Will you please call the roll on the adoption of the amendment?
Councilmember Herbold,
Yes.
Councilmember Peterson,
Yes.
Councilmember Nelson,
Aye.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Chair Mosqueda,
Aye.
5 yeses, no.
Perfect. Thank you so much. It is unanimous. The motion carries and the amendment is adopted. The resolution is including amendment number 1 is now before us. There is an additional amendment and I will turn it over to Eden to walk us through it, and then I'll turn it to the sponsor, Councilmember Herbold, for an explanation. Central Staff, please go ahead.
All right. Putting this one on the screen as well. Okay, so amendment number 2 is sponsored by Councilmember Herbold to add the applications development public safety program to the watch list. This project will develop and implement a scheduling and timekeeping system used by the Seattle Fire Department to improve personnel oversight and deployment and enhance the accessibility and quality of the fire department's data. And the applications will support ongoing efforts to achieve improved transparency and compliance. And that concludes my summary of amendments. And I'll leave these up on the screen.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Vice Chair Herbold, would you like to move your amendment number 2?
Sure. I move amendment number 2.
Second. Excellent. Thank you. It has been moved and seconded. Councilmember Herbold, amendment number 2 is in front of us. Would you like to speak to it?
Sure. Just a few words. This is a long-standing project for managing schedules and important oversight of things like overtime for our fire department. It was previously a project that was being done both by the fire department and the police department. The fire department started having some difficulties with its contractor and is needing to sort of revamp the project. And I just want to state for the public record, I am concerned that the police department element of this project appears to have been dropped. It's the work scheduling timekeeping project is what it was referred to over at the police side of the house. And we have been told for several years now that the WST project was instrumental to implementing some longstanding unimplemented recommendations of the city auditor related both to overtime tracking and also the management of off-duty work of off-duty police officers. So just noting for the public record that I'm concerned that it does not appear that there is any planned proposal to move forward on the objectives of this project over at the SPD side of the house, but am pleased to add this amendment to the watch list and the agreement of the executive that this is a good project for our enhanced oversight. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Questions, Councilmember Nelson.
Is there a dollar amount of this project or program? And then I also have a follow-up.
I can answer that. So the total project cost was listed at $10.3 million in the 2023-2028 adopted CIP. And there's about $4.3 million remaining for this project in the 23-28 adopted budget.
Got it. Okay. I think that when I saw this, I was getting caught up in the difference between what is a project and a program. Just for the record, if we had been including programs, I want to flag IDT's Unified Communications and Collaboration Project. Again, it's called project or program, but I had considered submitting an amendment to include that, but didn't, because Lisa Kay has been watching it, but I just, maybe I'll follow up later on what qualifies as inclusion on the watch list. But since I'm talking, is it okay if I just flag this for the record, and we'll spend more time in committee paying attention to this?
That's great. Thank you so much. I think that that's a great way to note it for the record, and we can keep track through you and also through central staff with Lisa Kay.
Okay, it's a $20.8 million ad that was added in, well, the 2023-28 CIP added $20.8 million in funding to meet the original completion date. And it basically replaces the 30-year-old phone system, including over 40 department-specific call centers. So I'm happy to provide more information, but I think that we'll be watching this as well.
Okay,
Thanks.
excellent. Thanks for flagging that. Are there any additional questions or comments on amendment number 2 as described by central staff and Vice Chair Herbold? Okay, I'm not seeing any. Thank you, Councilmember Herbold, for bringing this forward. The amendment is in front of us. Seeing no additional comments or questions, Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll on the passage of amendment number 2?
Councilmember Herbold,
Yes.
Councilmember Peterson,
Yes.
Councilmember Nelson,
Aye.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Chair Mosqueda,
Aye.
5 in favor, none opposed.
Excellent. Thank you very much. The motion carries and amendment number 2 is adopted. The resolution as amended is now before the committee. Are there any further comments on the amended resolution? And anything else from you in terms of next steps, what we might be able to anticipate?
Next steps are is going to be the resolution as amended, adding these 2 projects, and this should wrap it up. Yep, pretty straightforward process from here.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm not seeing any additional comments or questions. Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll on the adoption of the resolution as amended?
Councilmember Herbold, Councilmember Peterson,
Yes.
Councilmember Nelson,
Aye.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Herbold.
Yes. Thank you.
Sure. Chair Mosqueda,
Aye.
5 in favor, none opposed.
Thank you very much. The motion carries and the committee has adopted the resolution as amended. The committee recommendation that the resolution pass as amended will be sent to the February 21st Seattle City Council meeting for a final vote. Thank you, colleagues, and thank you very much, committee member Peterson, for helping to provide entertainment for our additional guests today. Are there any additional comments for the good of the order? I am not seeing any. I want to thank the clerks. Thank you to Melanie Cray and to Faride Cuevas, who are joining us as the in-person and virtual clerks. I also, again, want to thank the students. So amazing to see so many students come and join us from the Spruce Street School. The Spruce Street is located on Capitol Hill. And thanks, colleagues, for giving them a shout out and an opportunity for us to take a photo with them. I'm glad that they were able to join us today. Thanks as well to Central staff for your presentation today. The next Finance and Housing Committee meeting is scheduled for March 1st at 9:30 in the morning. We are still finalizing the agenda, and it will include the Office of Housing extended multifamily tax exemption sunset date, which we are seeking to extend until 2023. So more information being circulated from Office of Housing about that to our colleagues right now. We will have that as a discussion on March 1st at 9:30 in the morning. We also may have an opportunity to provide an update on the housing identification cards for enhancing the ability for both tenants and landlords to be able to have greater certainty on the type of identification that is acceptable for renting units. So more work on the housing realm when we meet next. Thanks to Sejal Parikh, our chief of staff in our office, for coordinating to get the Spruce Street students up to the dais and for the opportunity for them to see us all in action in this hybrid meeting today. If there's nothing else, colleagues, thanks for your patience and your participation today. We'll get you out of here a little bit early. Today's meeting is adjourned. See you on March 1st at 9:30 in the morning. Take care.
Recording stop.